Hello, my friends. Just give me a second. Finishing up my morning work. I mentioned before that for me, I consider um, what it, what I do. Sorry, guys. There you go. Is writing. All I've ever wanted to do was write. So I consider my morning work. Hey, Corey. I consider my morning work to be writing, and everything prepares me for that. My entire day prepares me to write for the next day. Meaning I'm up in the morning, I do my breath work, which is a invitation. Breath, inspire. Just think of that word. Inspire, in spirit. Every breath is a inhalation of spirit and an exhalation of absolute love of who we are. Hey, Jace. Jace says poop howdy. Poop howdy to you, my friend. Waves at Corey. Corey says hi to Jace. So, I got my writing done for the day. I wrote about a quiet revolution. You know, politics. It is the political season here in the United States. It's always a political season. Whoever wins the presidency, and I'm not going to talk about politics, but whoever wins the presidency, immediately afterwards, everyone starts talking about um, the next election in 2 years, and then the next presidential election, and then on and on. We're kept in this perpetual, state of anxiety. We'll get out and vote next time, get out and do that. But it's all the same, always the same. So I wrote about an inner revolution this morning. Here's how change will happen. The only meaningful, lasting change ever is not going to be in the world of form, in the world of perception. It's going to be going within and changing what causes our projections, which is then perceived as the world we live in. There's only one healing, and it's the healing within, and only one person can do it, and you're that one. If you want to change the world, don't make a sign and march up and down the street. Don't, I'm not saying that is, if you feel called to do that, go ahead, but it's not going to make a difference in the world of form. We need to get to reality, and reality is past that. Reality is that which is not a perception, but which perception lies upon. That's where we make the change, and that's where the world changes. Course in Miracles says, do not seek to change the world, but seek to change how we perceive the world. Also says, do not seek to change your behavior, because that's beyond us. Seek to change the cause of your behavior. So this is why New Year resolutions seldom ever work, because it's a battle. You're always fighting your diet. You're always fighting your body. You're always fighting your motivation or lack of motivation. All the stuff, all the symptoms, all the behaviors. But what if you were to go within and quietly, gently, in an inner revolution, a quiet revolution, change the cause of those behaviors? Why are you overeating? Why are you undereating? Why are you eating poorly? Why are you lacking motivation to exercise? Instead of working with that outer stuff, which is just, again, a perpetual state of anxiety, we go within and quietly, gently, just review, just look at. We got a message held for review. That's always interesting, isn't it? Let's see. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna bring up my desktop so I can read comments, and then we're gonna read the lesson for the day, of Course in Miracles.
With Venmo.
I apologize. Let's see. Where it says, Messiah, waiting for you. I'll be right back. Let me finish my show. No need to wait for me. Let's see. I don't know if I can read Carol's comment or not. Whatever Voldemort, do you even listen to the BS coming out of your mouth? I don't. I don't listen to it at all. Let's see. Jay says, Eric, some new people here. Yep. Always interesting. Always fun. However, it's not showing up on my desktop for some reason. And I don't like to peer into the phone. No one needs to see that. Um, let's see. Carol says, who are you talking to? Weirdo? I'm always talking to myself. And weirdo is the highest compliment of them all. Weirdo means that I've embraced my inner freak flag and let it fly. Totally authentically myself. Um, if you're not weird, that means that you are trying to be someone else, that you are hiding an identity of who you truly are. So you think you fit in with the world. If you are not a weirdo, if someone hasn't called you a weirdo by 5:06 in the morning, you have not lived a good day so far. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Jace waves at Brittany. So, man, Carol, my day is off to an awesome start. Thank you, my friend. Lesson 7, Course in Miracles. I see only the past. That's it. I see only the past. Um, this ties into lesson 6. Lesson 6, remember? I am upset because I see something that is not there. I believe it's there. I think it's there, but in reality, it's not there. And I see it, my perceptions, and it causes me to be upset. Now, here's the reason why I'm upset, because I see only the past in everything. Specifically, let's get two specifically. Specifically, myself, specifically you. I see only the past when I see you, meaning all the things you've ever done up until this point. That's what I see. I don't give you, Course in Miracles says, in every moment, we can either choose the crucifixion or the resurrection. Crucifixion or the resurrection. So the resurrection is always rebirth. I can be reborn. Indeed, I am reborn. There's nothing the same about this moment, this moment, this moment. It's always this moment. Always slowly, quietly, revolving to this moment. So if I keep carrying the past over in a brand new, fresh moment, I'm only going to keep seeing the past. And the past keeps me trapped in that self-concept versus self-awareness. I'd rather be self-aware. I'd rather be aware that the self that I've created is actually an illusion. The self in which I truly am is always fresh, always new. The same with our friend Carol. Brand new opportunity. Carol says, yes, she... Kitty. I have 2 cats. They're wonderful. Thank you for asking about my cats. Let's see. So imagine, even briefly, even a little bit, I freed everyone from seeing them in the past. And I saw them fresh. I saw them new. Each and every moment. You know what? I would grant them absolute freedom to be themselves. More importantly, I would grant myself the freedom um, let's see. Carol says, well, another virtue signaling jackass. He commits the worst sin and he knows it. The worst sin. This is true. You know what the worst sin is? Sin is to mean to miss the mark. Actually translated from Aramaic, the original language of Jesus, into Greek, meaning not to do something that is unforgivable, but to simply miss the mark. Imagine that, to simply miss the mark. So, the greatest sin is to miss the mark in who we are each moment, every time. And man, am I certainly guilty of that, as I spend the vast majority of my day believing I am a self concept that I've created since day one. And only in those rare moments when I'm able to forgive, stay in the present moment, because the present moment is all I can truly stay in, those little moments, little gifts, gifts of grace that I'm given. That's enough. Keep me going, chugging along. Hey, Miss Flipper. Jay says, Miss Flipper, greetings and good morning. I don't know why that was so difficult to get out. Um, let's see. And once again, I'm given the ultimate compliment of being called weird. I think I mentioned before, weird is a Germanic word of shamanism origin. Weird, W-Y-R-D, the original spelling, meant the web of connection. And if you tugged on one strand of a web, the entire web would vibrate. If you tug on one little strand of the universe of which we are, the entire universe vibrates. That is weird. Again, an awesome compliment. If you are not 5'10", I've been called weird twice by 5:10 in the morning. If you have not been called weird by 5:10 in the morning, get busy, guys. You're not being your true self. Get out there and be authentic. Be as weird as you can possibly be. And share it. And ask others to join you. The tribe of weird. We need a handshake. We need t-shirts. Maybe hats. Let's see. Miss Flipper says, hi to Jace. So our friend Carol has had a very, very busy morning. I don't know what time it is in her world, but that is a lot of stuff to spew so early in the morning. So, I see only the past. Lesson 7. It's a weekend for anyone who stuck with, decided to come by and do lesson 1 through 7, the first week. We started with nothing I see has any meaning at all. And then I have given meaning to everything that I see. And then I do not understand anything I see. And that's these thoughts. The thoughts I'm having don't mean anything, including our friend Carol. Imagine that. And that I am never upset for the reason that I think I am. And that I am upset because I see something that is not there. And the last lesson of the week will start tomorrow, whole another week. I see only the past. The first 50 or so lessons in A Course in Miracles is a path of negation. We're stripping the mind bare of the self-concept of who we think we are, that we've created through life. We're stripping it bare. We're returning to ground zero to give ourselves the opportunity to see who we truly are, who we've always been. When we can do that, forgiveness is so easy because we're forgiving, seeing the concepts and missing the person. Now we get to return to the actual person, the spirit, the Christ within me that recognizes and salutes the Christ within you, which is the entirety of Namaste. The divinity within me, the light within you, recognizes and salutes the divinity within you. Every time you say Namaste to someone, you're literally saying, I forgive being caught in my own illusion of seeing you only as a concept and going past that to embracing the reality that we both share. And that reality is innocent and it's absolute love. Nothing but. Including, and most especially, our friend Carol. When you see everyone as coming to you, as presenting the opportunity, can I look past the self-concept that they created and see only the reality that I share with our friend Carol? What a great opportunity Carol presented me. um, in which I return a gift of my own, which is absolute love. So, Jace, how late did you stay up and watch Eric Lapointe and Reaper? Miss Flipper says, seeing with the heart. Yes, seeing with the heart. It's the path of yoga. It's the path of A Course in Miracles. It's the path of Buddhism, returning us back to the heart. The heart center in yoga is not to be confused with um, the heart chakra. The heart chakra is an energetic system working in conjunction with all of the other energetic centers, energetic wheels. The heart center is the true intelligence of the body that connects us to the infinite. Jay says, I never made the end, but caught some of it. Yeah, I was about 20 minutes or so. I was able to watch. Had to get to bed. I know it was even later for you. But I'm going to catch some of the replay. All right. So I think that was it. Lesson 7 in the books. So a lot of people never get past the first 50 lessons in A Course in Miracles because it's challenging. Who wants to be told that they see only the past? Who wants to be told that the thoughts that they're having are meaningless? Now, here's why they're meaningless, because we are assigning meaning to them. This is why everything we see means absolutely nothing, because in and of itself, it has no inherent meaning until we assign it meaning. So the path of negation is always negation, negative, stripping things bare. But then we get to see things as they really are. This is most, to me, I think lesson 7 is one of the most important lessons. I see only the past. It means I get to free myself of seeing the past, and I can see what's presented to me fresh, new, and innocent. This moment, and then this moment, and then this moment. And even if I get caught up in seeing the past again, guess what? This moment is still here. This one and present only moment, a once upon, innocence revealing itself in the blooming of a flower, in a sunrise, in whatever it is that is being presented. Always fresh, a once upon. It will never ever happen this way again, no matter what it is. I could come back tomorrow and say, I'm going to repeat lesson 7. It'll never be this moment. Never again. Not in this way. Fresh and eternal, always new, and yet always the same at the same time. Let's see. Hey, Skits. Skits says, good morning, Eric. It's only 9:17, and you're on. You're not usually on until 10. No, I'm usually on at, for me, it's 5. I come on for my 5 a.m. live stream. Skits says, good morning, chat. Hope you all is well. Thank you, Skits. Hope your day's off to a good start. Hey, Skits. It's 5:19 in the morning, and I have been called weird 2 times already. Can you top that? Let's see if you can. Let's see if you guys, if you stop in at the afternoon live stream. Oh, I won't be here on the afternoon live stream. I'm glad I thought about that. 3 times. Miss Flipper says 3 times. That might be a PR, personal best. I'm going to challenge Jace. Jace, how many times can you be called weird today? On your next live stream, how many times are you going to be called weird? Let's see if you can top 3. Now, the last one, Miss Flipper, that was entirely an act of love. So I appreciate that one the most. That's going to be the Sunday Jace challenge. Can he beat 3 weirds in one live stream. I'm gonna have to show up just to call Jace weird. I'm gonna have to show up. Jace says I always get called weird. I miss it if I don't. Jace knows how to live stream, guys. Jace is an expert live streamer. Skit says my surname is Weir, so I just add a D. Funny. Miss Bliffer says Jason's weird too for starters. All right, Jace, you're off to a great start. Jace says, Skits, good morning, bro. Skits is laughing with Jace. Weir, W-E-I-R-D, W-E-R-I-R. Man, reminds me of Bob Weir, Grateful Dead. The band of all bands, as far as I'm concerned. Phil Lesh, the bass player, actually passed away 2 days ago. Very sad news. Oh yeah, I was saying, I'm not going to be live streaming at 1 o'clock. Well, I will be, but it's going to be on our friend Goga's channel. Him and I are going to be sitting down together. This is my first time doing such a thing. Skid says, good morning, Grace brother. Hope you have a nice day. According to the description, the title that Goga put up, we are going to be talking about yoga, self-inquiry, and the path of forgiveness and how it can set us free. Peace, inner peace through self-inquiry and forgiveness. So if you are around at 1, let's join our friend Goga and me. I'd appreciate it. All right. So, guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to take my walk. The sun's going to be coming up. An hour, a little more than an hour. I think an hour and a half. Skid says, I'll be sure to be at Goga's. Good luck, Eric. You got this, brother. I'm sure you'll be awesome. Thank you for that, Skids. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. I go live stream every day, but I've never done it with a person, especially where I've been asked, questions. Jace says, see you soon. Have a great day, y'all. Jace, are you going to be going live? I need to make sure that I catch Jace live so I can show up to call him weird. All right, so thank you guys, all my weird friends, for showing up, hanging out with me, supporting me in all of our uniqueness and weirdness and awesomeness. I'm going to get outside. Skid says, relax, you'll be fine, brother. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Miss Flipper says, greetings to the dawn, please. I will. Thank you. Guys, take care. I'll see everyone later.